really treated. What a match that was. Just time for us to catch a breath after the tension of that previous men's singles. And, well, Hyo Kwang-hee with a standout effort, a real surge at the back end of Game 3 there to draw level on the overall tie. One rubber each. Mixed doubles going the way of the ties and the men's singles the way of Hyo Kwang-hee. So 1-1. Coming down to the women's singles then. Next, third match of the day on session 1. And Seyoung takes on Pornpawee Chochuwong in this Korean Thai clash.
Seyoung, Korea.
They had met once before. That was at the top of the year on the 21st of January in the Toyota Thailand Open. I called the match. An Se-young downed Pornpawee Chochuwong 21-15, 21-18.
7-13.
Chochuwong is off of a career-high ranking of 10 in the world. And Seyoung, 8 in the world. So just 2 spots lie between these two top 10 powerhouses.
Thailand.
14-7.
And here's the 23-year-old from Rayong in Thailand. 1.70 m. Who's it going to be then? They'll find a way through. It'll all unfold over the next hour or so. Who can give their country the lead?
From Belgium.
Here she comes, Pornpawee Chochuwong. World number 10, career best. Girls singles silver medalist at the 2016 World Junior Championships. And at the All England Open, she's the runner-up. She lost to Nozomi Okuhara in March from Japan in that final.
Red. Service.
So serve, says An Se-young. Years of old is Anne. Both exactly the same height, 1.70 m. She was the BWF Most Promising Player in 2019, was An Se-young. Rookie award by Coca-Cola in 2020 in the Republic of Korea as well. She's 4 years junior to her 23-year-old opponent today is An Se-young, born in Gwangju. Lost in the quarterfinals to a lady on the adjacent court from China, Chen Yufei, at the Tokyo Olympics in week 30, just a couple of weeks ago. Lost semi-finals to Tai Tzu-ying in the HSBC BWF World Tour finals. And here, well, had a win over Yu Chen Hui of Chinese Taipei, and also Yvonne Li in 36 and 28 minutes respectively for An Se-young. Exactly the same height, just 2 world ranking spots shy of her opponent today. Won the Spanish Masters in 2020, beat Carolina Marin in the final, and PV Sindhu in the semis. So she's a big name player. She's used to downing big scalps, but she's never beaten An Se-young before. Wasn't selected against China or Finland, but did the business against India, I should say. And Vika Bansod, Pornpawee beat 11 and 14. Kamasha Robertson of Belgium in the chair. Goodness. Luzveres of Latvia opposite. So they're in good hands, the players. What if this third rubber then? Remember, first team to 3 decides the tie. Huge moments. How big a match play are both of these two? Let's find out. Not just playing for themselves, playing for their country. Who can deal with the pressure better? Well, we saw a glimpse of Seyoung watching the match prior. I don't know how deep she stayed. But of course, you've got to get away from those tense moments when you're up next as a player. It's no good just sitting there and, really getting excited and living the moment with the player. You've got to step off stage momentarily and relax and think about your own upcoming match. Hard to wrench yourself away. But she'll be delighted.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Korea, represented by Seyoung. And on my left, Thailand, represented by Pornpawee Chochuwong. Korea to serve. Love all. Play.
She's played 16 matches this year, has won 12, lost 4. Climbed into the top 10 back in the 5th of November 2019. Currently playing off that career high ranking of 8th in the world. She played in the Sudirman Cup 2019 a couple of years ago, Seyoung. Lost in the quarterfinals to Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand. And she really came to prominence at big tournaments when she lost in the semi-finals of that HSBC World Tour Finals tournament in January to Tai Ying. But a bigger moment for her was back in 2019 when she won the French Open, the whole tournament. She downed Newell of India in the quarterfinals, Yamaguchi of Japan in the semis, and Carolina Marin, no less, in the final of that French Open. And then she really did hit the big time on the media spotlight thereafter. Yeah, it was a straight game affair last time they met, these two. Will it be a different look today? And Seyoung with a strong start. After a slow start, Chochuwong is gradually eking her way back into this one. Back-to-back points, indeed 3 of them consecutively after a stunning start, screeching off the start line for Seyoung, who won 4 in a row. Beautiful play from both players, but particularly Seyoung.
Service over. 5-3.
It was a real coming of age for Seyoung with that Paris Super 750 level event title. So good in the flat exchanges and ability to dominate the net as well. It all bodes well for Seyoung. Oh, wonderful play from Pornpawee Chochuwong there. Lovely cross net to seal the point. But that's the sort of brilliance that she has to execute today, and she'll be fully aware of that. That in itself brings pressure. It's got to be very precise from the tie if she's serious about notching this one her way. Great disguise. Takes it all in her stride, doesn't she, seemingly? Mixing in cuts and angles nicely. You've got to be so careful when you offer Seyoung slices and angles. She's deadly quick and often exposes you in response. Not that time. Deceptive brilliance from the Korean and a little raw. Gliding around with ease and efficiency. Another glorious point from the tie.
8-4.
I remember young 15-year-old Seyoung became the youngest player ever named to the Korean national badminton team after an unbeaten run at the team tryouts, and Lena Kristoffersen came across her when Seyoung was 16 years old. She beat Lena Kristoffersen in a 30-minute win, and that was to win the decider in Group C for Korea at the Yuba Cup in 2018. So even back then she was building her bank of experience. Nice, she's found that as well. Misjudgment from Chochuwong.
9-8.
She's hot property though now, and Seyoung, there's no doubting that. All eyes glued to her to see how she responds.
Well, 10-8.
That's gone. Mercifully for the tie, he was chasing the point throughout. Doing well as Chochuwong to stay with Seyoung here. That's in. Hands down from both lines judges, right into the corner. So 10 points all. Bobbled over, and it's the tie that breaks to the lead. 11 points to 10 after 12 minutes on show court 2 in this opening game. Third rubber. Chochuwong. Imaginary.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2,
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Pornpawee. To the court.
On court.
11-10. Play. Service over. 11-all. over. 12-11. Judge. Thank you. Play.
And Seyoung momentarily kind of just losing her way a little here. It's been the Thai who's won sort of 5 out of the last 8 points. Oh yes, really quick to capitalise on that lucky net cord there, and Seyoung. Perfectly wedded, look at this. Lovely little cross block, and then the follow-up. So stealthy, chewing up ground there with a really explosive first step.
Service over. 14-13. Service over. 14-all.
Just so hard to break down, isn't she? Keeps good pace in the rally. Plays with big margins, high percentage, very dependable from the Korean. Oh, it's brilliant. Sustained brilliance from Chochuwong there. Keeping up the tempo. Really well done. Thai camp love that one. It's this sort of point that gets the badminton world purring.
Service over. 15-all.
Deadlock on the scoreboard in game one. Very tight affair. Good leave from the Korean, backing herself there and just seeing it down.
16-15.
So quick in and out of the corners with her movement. Now, is this the moment where Seyoung breaks away? Can she now hold on to that momentum? Wonderful, tight, straight net shot there from her. Oh, nicely done. Well, we said back in January, I was sat beside Morten Frost and we were watching lose to Carolina Marin on a couple of occasions. Carolina, of course, the Spaniard, on fire in Thailand. And, you know, I think one of the things that came from it is the fact that after a very long rally there of 29 shots, that maybe she required just a little bit more attack in her armoury. An ability to raise pace would have been a game changer for her. I think she's added a little. Showing her class, and Seyoung with 6 consecutive points to her tally. Just when she needs it most, really raising the bar and pulling away from Chochuwong.
10, 10, 10, 10. You want to change yourself on the side immediately.
Oh yes, high-class badminton from both.
Service over, 60-20.
Oh yes, short lift away, got the treatment by Chochuwong.
Thank you. Break up court.
Oh, beautiful reverse slice from Pornpawee Chochuwong there. That's a hat-trick of tie points. Just when we thought the game was done and dusted, she's pulled some miracles out there. 3 terrific tie points. Still 2 more game points though for Seyoung. Oh, it's landed in. Can you believe it? After all of that sterling work from Chochuwong, she lets that one drop and finds the line And Seyoung secures game 1. World number 8 takes the opener, 21 points to 18 after 24 minutes.
ถ้าลูกโด่งๆเราตั้งรับเอาให้ดีนะเขาจะตีแล้วเขาก่อนโล่แล้วเขาบุกไม่ว่าเขาจะบุกหรือเขาจะก่อนโล่แบบนี้
42, 20 seconds,
เขาเข้ามาจอด
42, 20 seconds.
สมาธิดีแล้ว
Just a glimpse of how good the young Korean is. You know, she managed just the one run of 6 consecutive points. When did it happen? When she was down, 15-14 down in game 1. A sudden surge to take her to match point. Here we go, start of game 2. The Korean, again to the good. That's what happens, doesn't it? All the pressure, the tight movement of the Korean, just incredibly sort of lithe and sinewy, and just gliding around, and then suddenly her opponent thinks she's got to hit the ball, hit the shuttle with more precision, closer to lines, and the errors start creeping in. Well, when they met in January on the 22nd of the Toyota Thailand Open, as I said earlier, it was 15-18 in favour of Seyoung. Looks like it's going that way again. And suddenly, with her scoreboard motoring, Seyoung really has quite a bit of momentum right now, and it'll feel like an uphill battle for Pornpawee. Another run of 6 straight points.
6-0.
Teenage Korean, rampant at the moment.
welcome our new technical officials to court number 1.
Well, her game was always based around the bedrock, wasn't it? Which was her defence, her retrieving skills, supreme, the Korean. But I do think that she's added a little bit more potency in attack. Yeah, there's a final example. Keeping the pressure on.
8-1.
Well, the second game at the moment turning into a little bit of a lesson, an 8-point disparity between the two athletes, and Seyoung is running riot. Rich variety from the racket of the young lady in black. Yeah, really good cross smash from Pornpawee.
Between China and Denmark.
2-9.
Seyoung, China.
Play. Service over. 10-2.
She seems to be free and fearless, doesn't she? There's no sort of emotional scar tissue on Seyoung.
The umpire is Seyoung.
She's nothing to lose.
USA.
It's all upside. And she seems to have the the beating of Chochuwong right here. 11-2, and again to the good leads Seyoung, the young 19-year-old teenager from Korea, looking really good right now.
Red, black, what's your choice? Red, you looking black? It's red. You see them?
เร็วมากแล้วตอนนี้เขาแจกเราเข้าใจว่าเขาแจกเราแล้วก็หมดแต่ว่าเขาแจกเราลึกหมดเลยเราตีเข้ามือเขาเพราะนั้นเล่นให้เร็วแต่เซฟตัดเข้าใจว่าแต่ไม่ให้เล่นเร็วกับมือ
20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Coach, your turn. Pornpawee, please. To play. Service over. 3-11.
Coach will be looking for Seyoung to guard against complacency here. Keep her guard up. Indeed, she did well there.
Service over. 12-3.
squeals of delight from the Korean team courtside. Oh, very nice. Lovely cut there from Seyoung. Look at that. Free flowing right now, finding more expansive parts of her game. With the scoreboard looking lopsided, I guess she can find that extra little. Very high pedigree player is Seyoung, richly talented. From a young age, when she broke into the senior game, she's been a real handful, stratospherically climbing the rankings.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right.
Yeah, and we're watching superstar in the making. You sense a lot more titles to come from Seyoung, but representing her nation under a great deal of pressure. One game all, rubber-wise, she really has got the upper hand here, and she will not let go. Good front running from the young Seyoung. And the court for the Thai player, Chochuwong, will be feeling very small right now at the other side of the net. Not in charitable mood, Seyoung. Businesslike throughout. A run of 8 consecutive points bring her 2 points away from victory. Super cross smash.
20, match point 3.
Oh, it must have just missed. Yeah, it did miss.
Play.
Victor Axelson challenges Paul in.
Turning on the style and turning in a no-nonsense performance. Seyoung totally orchestrating affairs against Pornpawee Chochuwong. Seyoung coming through. 39 minutes, all she needed. That was merciless. 21-18, 21-3 in the second game. The Korean just accelerating away from her opponent in game 2. And no looking back. She was a speck in her rear-view mirror in the end. So the Korean teenager makes mincemeat of her opponent today. And that's just a terrific showing. She has definitely added in attack as Seyoung, and that is really encouraging. Team Korea head out to the lead in the overall tie by 2 rubbers to 1 now. They're a match away from the semi-finals. That's how Seyoung sealed the deal. She's growing in stature and confidence, isn't she? But still humble and lovable. What a performance from her. 21-18, 21-3, confirmation of that scoreline. And Seyoung, the victor again, into the winner's circle. Well, it'll be men's doubles up next. Choi So-yu and Seo Seung-jae take on Supak Jongko and Kit Lupon Kendra. So the court nicely groomed. And there is confirmation of the men's doubles that we'll be bringing you next in this Korean Thai entertaining clash. So men's doubles to come. Let's have a look back at how An Se-young wrapped up victory with a few highlights from that women's singles. Welcome back to a lovely autumnal scene as we pan down into the Energy Arena here in Vanta. It's just been glorious, and the scenery outside almost as good as the scenery inside. It's been terrific badminton unfolding in front of our eyes, really spellbinding stuff. And Korea is the fourth